What up, folks? You've made it. It's your favorite comic on the come up, back for season 3 of the Comedy Chatter Podcast. If you've been searching for a pod that talks all things comedy from the perspective of a rising comic, as well as kick it with some of the dopest comedians in the business, then this is the podcast for you. Yo, what's good to the good folk out there? It's your main man, Melody Williams, back for another episode of the Comedy Chatter Podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. Yep, I know, we've been on a long hiatus, but as you guys all know, man, the whole country shut down. Not just me, the whole country had to shut down due to this COVID-19 global pandemic type of stuff. I'm so tired of saying it. I'm so tired of talking about it at this point, man, but hey, it's something we've all had to get through. And, so everything shut down. I wasn't able to interview any comedians. I wasn't able to go out to any comedy clubs, man. I think February was the last time I was probably in a comedy club before now. And, yeah, man, things just shut down and we had to get through it. But we are back in action. I am back in action with the Comedy Pod, the only audio comedy pod from the perspective of an up-and-coming comedian. Up-and-coming, that means to me, that basically means you don't know me yet, but you'll know me soon. I'm going to keep on keeping on. Mad shouts to all the comedians, the up-and-coming comics out there that's trying to do their thing and trying to make their way. It's been hard on us, man. We haven't been able to hit that stage, but hey, things are kind of coming around. Things are kind of moving back. We're starting to hear that people are opening back up the comedy clubs. And so a lot of comics that I know, man, that I interact with are starting to get back on stage, which brings us to this episode because I was able to interview a comedian that I have been trying to get for the longest time. I've been Instagram stalking her for a while, but she finally agreed to do the pod because this was her first time back out on the road. So I got Miss Comedian Dominique in the building. You guys are going to enjoy this episode. Definitely, man. She's amazing. She's very funny. She shut down the Uptown Comedy Club the other night, and I got a chance to interview her, so you guys are going to enjoy this episode. Y'all already know how I started out, man. My shouts out. My comedy pod wouldn't be possible without two fellas right off the bat. Roger Feeney, manager of the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, my home club. He allowed me to come in there and, get my thing started. And 3 years ago, he was the only guy that saw my vision, and here we are today. Also, David Pittman, he's my sound and editing person. He showed me how to do everything, how to put everything together and make this thing happen. So without those two, I always shout them out, man. I think it's important to shout out people to help us. And those two guys genuinely helped me. No money, no nothing. They was like, hey, man, I will help you, see your vision. And so, thanks, fellas. Back in the day sponsor. You know what? I'm going to keep it real. I don't even have a back in the day sponsor this time, man. Like with the whole COVID, I know one thing I have been doing is I've been writing. I've been in the lab. I got new material and all that and the other. But I haven't been able to look at back in the day sponsors recently. And you know what? I think it'll probably be kind of disingenuous to do a back in the day sponsor. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what back in the day sponsor is basically myself. I told myself, I'm doing a podcast, but I don't have no money to do no kind of sponsors or anything, and nobody wants to sponsor a little engine that could podcast like this. So I told myself, you know what, I'm gonna have some damn sponsors, but they just gonna be places that already went out of business. So I done had all types of different back in the day sponsors on here. These are basically sponsors that if they were in business today, they would probably be a sponsor of mine. So shit like Tower Records and Blockbuster Video and you know what I'm saying, like places like that. That's what the back in the day sponsor. Toys R Us, you know what I'm saying, stuff that I damn near grew up with. You know what I'm saying, is no longer around. But you know what, we lost a whole lot of businesses due to COVID, right? I mean, shit, the buffet probably gone. I know some of y'all like to go to Old Country and Golden Corral and all that shit. That's probably going to be the next back in the day sponsor right there, because ain't nobody going to no damn buffet no more with COVID, is there? Shit, you ain't gonna have nobody breathing all over that damn food and then how you eat it? No. I think it's probably a wrap for them buffets. We gonna see. I know it's a whole lot of big motherfuckers out there mad as hell too. Like, damn, we can't go to the buffet no more? Like, you know what I mean? So hey, That's why I say, you know what, but I promise next go around I'll definitely have a back in the day sponsor. But man, this COVID thing just hit. You know, that's kind of what I'm gonna chat about this go around, man. This whole COVID, coronavirus and things, and I'm gonna tie it into my whole like, what I think we need to do. Because first of all, we all going through this shit together. People don't be understanding that. I think that's what a lot of times we be forgetting being in the same. We here in this country, and people try to split everything up by race and all that shit. We didn't have. Let's keep it real. We done had a horrible fucking year. You know what I mean? A horrible fucking year. 2020. I mean, ever since Kobe, like I think I woke up and they said Kobe had died in a helicopter crash. Hey, I think shit started going downhill from there. I was like, this, what I'm saying? Now we done lost, Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my man Tyler Craig, like one of the comedians that I know I interviewed on this very podcast. I mean, it's just been horrible. And then when we put on top of that, like all the injustices and shit, the police, killing, Breonna Taylor, rest in peace. Like it's just it's terrible. It's terrible. We've had a horrible year. But what I think people be kind of forgetting is that we all in this shit together. Like we, people, white, black, like Asian, like like everybody, like, gay, straight, like we all in this shit together, man. And white folks don't got no fucking reason to be mad at us, black people. Black people don't have no fucking reason to be mad at white people. We, the Asian people, don't have no fucking reason to be mad. Like, no, we don't. We don't. Seriously. What you need to be mad at is the injustices that these motherfuckers do. Like, believe me, like, those cops and all that shit over there that fuck Brianna, I'm mad at them. I'm not mad at all white people. You see what I'm saying? I'm mad at the motherfuckers that's doing this injustice. And everybody, COVID didn't give a fuck about nobody, did it? COVID-19 didn't give a fuck about nobody's race, their creed. Shit, if your ass had lungs, like, and you had a motherfucking temperature, like, COVID was coming for your ass. You feel me? So, that's what my chat is. This go around, and we got to realize that we in a lot of this shit together, and we can't keep on like, let's get the bad motherfuckers. Let's get the bad motherfuckers, and the bad motherfuckers ain't the black people. The bad motherfuckers ain't the white people. The bad motherfuckers ain't the gay people. The bad motherfuckers ain't the atheists. The bad motherfuckers are just the bad motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And that's what we got to do. We got to get them no matter what. Let's stop like making this shit like a race thing. Let's stop making this shit a fucking, you know what I'm saying, like a color. And let's stop. No. You know what I'm saying? I heard Charles Barkley's ass. As much as I love Charles, the basketball player, man, he was dead wrong for coming on Inside the NBA the other day and saying, yeah, I don't think we should lump these killings together. This Breonna Taylor killing wasn't like the Ahmaud Arbery killing. And I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, the fact of the matter is you talking about lumping some shit together. So that means it's been way more police killings. You know what I'm saying? that means there's been multiple police killings. If you lumping shit, you know what I mean? If you able to lump things, that means there's been too many right there. See what I'm saying? Like, so if he don't know all the details of the case, he shouldn't be talking about it. And that was offensive, because she got family, she got friends. We don't need you coming on here talking about, we don't need you to lump these cases together. Shit, that's the problem. Every time you look up, it's black people getting killed by police officers, and then police officers saying, oh yeah, they really didn't they were right. They were just for doing it. No. There's a problem there. There's a problem there. We need to figure out that problem. Like I said, it ain't black-white. It ain't black-white. It ain't rich-poor. It ain't this. It's good and evil. It's just and unjust. Let's figure out who the unjust are and get rid of them motherfuckers. Yeah, man. Hey, like I know this is deep shit to be talking about. And this is a comedy podcast, but man, that's literally the kind of year I've been having. I've been this COVID-19 shit. I've been in, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I've been in like a funk. I dare call it a depression, because depression is real. You know what I'm saying? That's like, That's serious shit. Like motherfuckers, hurt and harm themselves. I haven't been there. I haven't gotten there, but I definitely have, gotten to a point where it's just like a deep funk. You know what I'm saying? You're just sitting around the crib. Like when I was locked in the crib for them, it was about 2 months where I ain't go nowhere. That was dark. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, like this is horrible. You go from doing everything you want to do to being able to do nothing. So yeah, man, this it's been a horrible year. But guess what? Like I said, we all in this together. And as soon as we realize that, and as soon as we start trying to do shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, get the evil motherfuckers out of here, and we start trying to conquer shit together, then that's when things are going to get better. And it starts in November. In November, we all got to get out there and vote. All get out there and vote. Hey, I don't give a damn. We gotta change this government. Got to change this government. I ain't telling you who to vote for. I'm just saying go out there and vote because this election right here matters. So go out there and do that. And after we get some type of change in the government, then we'll probably start getting some change elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, hey, all in this together.
Yeah, like I said, I'm getting older, man. Yes, indeed, I'm getting older, man. Sex is different now, yeah. Oh, man. Matter of fact, I'm about to retire. Fuck it, y'all can have it. No, serious, I used to be good. Yes. Don't look at me like that, man. Me, I used to be good, goddamn. Shit. She looked at me like you? Yes, goddamn it, me. Gotta put some respect on my body, goddamn. But no, seriously, man, I used to be a ferocious, man. I used to come in the bedroom like a tiger, like a puma. I used to be an animal like a cheetah, like something sexy, right? Shit, now I'm more like a walrus when I come in that motherfucker. It's a totally different animal, you feel me? Slippery, sweaty. Shit is different, that's all I'm trying to say. Remember your shit talking days, fellas? You remember your shit talking days, though? That's what you used to tell your woman outlandish shit you was gonna do to her in the bedroom. Girl, I'm about to break your motherfucking back. I'm about to tear your ass up. When you come in this room tonight, goddamn it, bring a lunch, please. Fracture your goddamn uterus up here. You remember them days? Shit, not me, not no more. I realize complete and utter honesty is the best way to go with your woman nowadays. Yeah, hey, no disappointment, you know what I'm saying? I walk in the room nowadays, I sit on the edge of the bed, I say, look here, sweetie, I'm about to do the best I fucking can.
I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time, man. Like I said, I ain't doing nothing but ranting this time anyway. It's just a whole lot. This year is just, hey, I've been in the funk, man. This year's been fucked up. Like, I saw this t-shirt the other day say, throw the whole 2020 in the trash. I was like, I'm going to buy that goddamn t-shirt. I need that. I know some people out there that's doing some good things are happening for them. And guess what? I'm happy for you. I'm great. If you can salvage what you can out of this fucked up year and make some good out of it, if you got engaged, if you got married, if you got motherfucker had a bit, whatever it was that was positive, hey, look forward. Hey, embrace that. Because it damn sure ain't been a whole lot for a lot of people, man. This year's just been fucked up. Seriously. But hey, Dominique is going to make that better right now. Comedy Chatter Podcast. Man, make sure y'all listen to this interview. She's spitting some jewels. She's telling you about how she just got back out on the road. She's got some good things for us to hear. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Miss Dominique, Comedy Chatter Podcast, Season 3, Episode 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comedy Chatter Podcast, the only audio comedy pod from the perspective of an up-and-coming comedian. Y'all know how I do. Today, I got one of the best voices, but see, I got an audio pod. Now, I don't have a video pod, so it's audio. Okay. So I always try to find somebody with those great distinct voices. So soon as they hear it, they're like, oh, I know who that is. So I was like, yeah, I gotta get comedian Dominique. So that's who I got this time, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing tonight, Miss Dominique?
I'm doing good. How you doing, man? I'm all right. We got our masks on. You know, we believe in coronavirus.
Exactly. Is that both of us, too?
Both of us.
Hey, and the funniest thing is, like I said, since I got an audio pod, I'm like, hell, we don't look crazy on the video.
No, we don't look crazy.
Hey, y'all gonna hear it exactly the same way as if we did have that damn mask on. Exactly. So how's everything been? That's what I gotta start out by asking you. How's it? You said this is your first show.
This is my first weekend back. I'm going back out on the road since coronavirus. So I'm a germaphobe and I'm that type of person. So this the first weekend. It's going good. They wide open in Atlanta, of course.
Oh yeah, you already know. You already know.
They doing what they do in Atlanta, but it's all good and it's cool. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I can't complain about nothing, and I'm blessed.
Okay, now let me ask you this, because this is my first, like you said, this your first time. This is my first pod since the corona. I shut things down too, so I was like, hell, I'm not about to go do nothing. And then of course a lot of the comedians was like, yeah, no, I ain't really kind of doing that right now. So with that said, chat with me about how it's been different performing tonight in terms of what are you doing different on stage and this, that, and the other in terms of after the shutdown.
When I just shut down, I take my own microphone.
Okay, see, that's what I'm talking about.
You saw, I just finished the show, so
I sure did.
Before I started, I changed my microphone.
Okay,
so
that's gonna be big. I take
my own microphone, I wear my mask up there, then I take it off, and then I put it back on.
Yep.
They not close up on me, though.
Yeah.
I had good distance, and even the people in the VIP, I felt like it was still, good distance in between. I didn't feel like they was too close up on me. You just gotta trust God anyway.
Exactly, like we just said.
We look like we stuck in this for a while, so we gotta just do the best you can with it and trust God and pray that you don't get sick, and if you do, that He pull you through.
Exactly.
But it was good, and I felt good about it. It was weird being in front of people because I ain't been around a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
So it was weird being in front of people with my mask on.
Yeah. Crowd was kite too. Crowd loved you. Crowd was happy to see you back out.
They was hype. Yep. They was glad I came through. And so I'm out here working. I go to Memphis next week, and I go to Mississippi the week after that. So
all right. Yeah, you right back at it.
Yeah, I'm at it, and then I'm gonna take a break after that. And,
all right.
We'll go from there.
Sounds good. Now I always ask, kind of, like I say, I don't know if you hip to the pod, but I always kind of do some sports stuff to start things out. I know you from DC, right, originally?
Yeah, from DC.
So tell me about them petty Washington the football team. Like I thought that was the pettiest thing in the world when they made them change their name. They was gonna call themselves the football team. What kind of shit
know
is
what
that?
The problem is? We want to make everything politically correct that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I don't even believe Native Americans really that offended like that.
Yeah.
They more offended that their country being stolen, probably.
Yeah, exactly. Change that. Everything.
That's one of the problems in America. They want to fix and change the things that don't really matter. To shut you up as if we can't understand what that's all about or what's going on with that. We get it. We know. We understand. We ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what that really was all about.
So that's probably why they was like, we're going to be petty.
Too many issues in this country to be worried about a football team name.
True.
And if I can name a million things that's more offensive than the Redskins name.
True.
So until we get down to that, it's fluff.
You're right. I just want to get
black people, we done call everything under the sun.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm insensitive to that.
No, I get it. I just had to get your perspective being from DC, how they getting around. They say they just gonna call themselves. We gonna call ourselves the Washington football team. Then
that shit dumb, man.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll start off like this as well. Where did you get your when and where did you get your start? Did you start in DC?
I started in DC.
Okay,
I started in DC, went through New York City.
Okay.
Stayed in New York about 8 years.
All right, so that's where you got. Yeah, that's where you got good.
New York about 8 years. That was the turning point.
Yeah.
Like I'm from DC, but the comic I am today is a product of New York City.
Yeah, I heard it's tough.
Yeah, to work in New York City, and then I eventually went to LA.
All right, and that's where you are now,
that's
right?
Where I am
still
now,
in LA. Yeah. Now, what did you? Cause you said that was the turning point. What did you consider like your break? Like, if there was a break in your career, what did you consider that?
I think I had several of them. I think you get more. I think you get different breaks. Like some of them big breaks.
Yeah.
But then you just get different breaks, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So I had several breaks.
And I heard you had got with Tracy Morgan at one point.
For me. He exposed me to the white audience, if you
all
want
right.
to say it like that.
Yeah.
Because I had been doing all black clubs, and then his whole audience was white. He on Saturday Night Live.
So he was on Saturday Night Live by then.
Absolutely.
Oh,
so he told me to come over for him. not only is it white people, it's a sold out room.
Yeah.
And I ain't been doing no shows with us, you know.
So you probably went from what, like 200 people to 2,000? Like you went from small to big.
We was doing a club though. We was doing this club called Caroline's on Broadway.
I love Caroline's.
Yeah,
good
it's a
club.
big club, but it's sold out and it's several shows. And I had people in my time drop jewels on me, man.
All right.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
He
Yeah.
said, he dropped jewels on me and he told me when I went out there, he said, what the fuck you doing? He said, yo, man, what you doing? He said, tell them that same shit, yo, that same funny shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing,
Oh, okay,
man?
so you kind of tried to change it up.
Yeah,
we all run into that. We all run into that.
Not only did I grow up in Chocolate City, I ain't come up in no mainstream rooms
exactly.
like that. But he was the start of showing me how to work them rooms.
Okay.
And it was basically the same thing.
Cool.
That was the thing I had going on with me, Mel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I had going on with me. So I started that. I started doing them rooms. And then I had so many people bless me and take me on the road. Mike Epps, Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah.
You know, I worked with DL.
You done been with all of them.
I done been around.
Yeah.
You know,
I done been a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan.
Samoa, you know, and that.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle blessed.
Exactly.
You
It
know,
was on the
Chappelle
show.
Was a break.
Yeah.
That's a big
break. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a break right there. That's a gig. So people be saying big break, but they be breaks all along to propel you and to keep you going till you get to whatever you consider that big break. To keep propelling you and to keep building you until you, whatever that is, to each individual.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's my thought. That's my thought process right now. I'm just keep on. Got my podcast popping. Keeping on until you get to where you're trying to be.
To where you're trying to be, and I guarantee you that ain't gonna be enough.
Yeah.
Because you got if I just can work consistently. Okay, you working consistently. You want some more? God damn. I thought it was just work consistently.
That's true.
I don't think it's ever over till it's over for us.
That's true.
And that's when you just done. You know, you walk away or either you pass away.
That's true.
Way,
that's true. I mean? That's true. Now, speaking of that, like I said, on a sad note, the last podcast that I did right here at the Uptown, and it was with my man, the late great Tyler Craig. Yeah. Did you ever get a chance to work with him and share the stage with him?
Yeah. I was very sad about that.
Yeah,
that was a good friend of mine.
Yeah,
funny, you know.
Funny, yep. And what the people, what I realized is that people, like, once he passed, because he was just, Tyler Craig coming over, but once he passed, everybody started, oh man, this dude was the genius. This dude was like, I really wish he had got a chance to hear some of that stuff while he was here.
Everybody that way about him.
Yeah,
that's
it's very good.
Very special.
Very good.
And people, we gotta change that.
We do.
We got to start saying those things more because people did. When you gone, the way it looked to me is you gone.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't no more word. You ain't of this world no more.
Exactly.
So you can't hear nothing going on in this world like that.
Exactly. Now, he told me about his. I ask everybody this as well because most of the comedians that I interview have had Comic View and Def Comedy Jam experience. So that's you as well, right? Both of them. Mm-hmm. So I just wanted to hear about your experiences on both. Tell me like some of the similarities, some of the differences between Comic View and Def Comedy Jam.
Comic View was a groundbreaking show. Yeah. It definitely was. It gave you exposure when we ain't had any exposure out there for us. Def Jam, I mean, what you gonna say? Woo. That's Russell Simmons.
Yes, indeed.
When you got that phone call, I was a young comic, but when I got that phone call, I was still on the fence, man, about whether or not I could do it. Oh. And make a living at it, like the kind of living that I wanted to have, the way I wanted to live. Okay. And when I got that phone call, my mama was on the fence too. Because in her mind, she's like, okay, I think you trying to bullshit your way through life. Okay. I see you a little funny, but you say you a comedian? Then you a comedian.
That sounds just like a mom.
Yeah, I think you.
So you better get you a job.
A hard-working mama and daddy. So to them, just looking at them like, man, what kind of move you trying to pull? Okay. Because you talking about you a comedian. And my mother even straight up asked me what they make. I said, Mom, they don't get paid by the hour. Like, no, exactly. I ain't about to have no pay stubs like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They can't see that. They like, what? Yeah, you right.
All they want is the best for you and want you to be self-sufficient. Mm-hmm. So it's all in love. Yeah. And when I got on Def Jam, not only was that another break in my career, but I was able to show my mother, see, I've been going to these clubs.
Yeah.
I got something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But I got something, mama, and it's something there.
Yeah, Def Comedy Jam show you that.
And when I got that Def Comedy Jam, she said, go ahead, girl. and at that point, that changed too.
Yeah.
And then I met a guy, I know you heard of this guy before. I used to host a room with Joe Clare and Red Grant.
Oh, yeah.
And
both
then
of
we
them.
had comedians coming from New York, coming down to do this room called Tacoma Station in D.C.
Okay.
And I hosted that room. And at that room, I met this guy named Mike Epps. You ever heard of him?
Mike Epps, all right.
And Mike Epps told me, we was talking.
Yeah.
And he said to me one night, he said, you funny. He said, but you got to get out of D.C.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga.
So he was the one that got you,
Yeah, it was like, he said, you got to give yourself a chance, dog.
Yeah.
He said, you outgrow your city. He said, then the years move on you.
Yeah.
He said, you got to move away to just give yourself a shot at it.
Mm.
And it's way before everybody knew him. We've been friends for years.
Okay.
He said, you got to keep moving. He said, I'm from Indianapolis.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I had to leave.
You got out of there, yeah.
He said, you got to, he said, we don't know where we going to land, Dom. He said, but you got to give yourself a shot. And that was some of the best.
Great advice.
The best. Great advice, man.
Oh, yeah.
The best advice I could have ever got.
Awesome.
It changed the whole dynamic when I said, I'm going to go to New York and I'm going to leave.
And yeah, like we already talked about, you said that New York.
I ain't never back at home. I ain't never moved out to D.C.
Exactly.
I mean, when I get old and it's over, I'm going to settle there, but I've never moved back to D.C.
Yeah, when you get out of there, yeah, that's your goal. You're like, I'm gone.
Yeah,
and
I'm done. Let me go home and chill, and hopefully I still have my mom and dad and all them. I chill with the old people.
Yes,
You know
yes
what I'm
indeed,
saying?
yes indeed. All right, now TV and movie, TV versus movie. Like I said, I know you done some TV. We talked about Chappelle. I wanted to know the process in television and film. I know you did some film too. You was in Independent, like a 30 to Life.
Yeah, 30
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan.
With Tracy Morgan,
I
yeah.
didn't even know I was going to do that, man. He just picked me up, man.
Wow.
He picked me up. He had his driver. Big Jim.
Okay.
And Big Jim used to be his driver. Big Jim take Tracy calls and Big Jim come to get you.
Wow.
Doing this movie, you in the movie. I was like, what the what?
Like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Big Jim sure as shit was out there. I said, Big Jim, he said, you in the movie.
All right.
And he said, what I tell you, yo, what I tell you. I was like,
That sounds just like
and that was a great, people love that movie, and it was a great movie.
Yeah, so what process do you like better? Just kind of like, I know it's a process with doing both. TV, you kind of sitting around, blah, blah, blah. Movie, you know what I'm saying, it come out later, you do it now, and it come out a year later or whatever. What process do you like?
I kind of like the, I can say I like both, man, because I like the work of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think the work of it is really, really good. So I don't even really have a preference with TV and movies.
All right.
I don't really.
I respect that.
I like the work part of it.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested in the work part of it and trying to do a good job with the work, trying to understand the work and stuff. So I like it.
And I can already tell.
Both. Yeah.
And I can already tell you get that work ethic from the parents, from mom. You know, you talked about. Yeah, that's where you get that from. It's all work to you.
She an older lady now. She's still at it, man.
I get it. All right. Your favorite comedy clubs other than Uptown, because we at the prestigious Uptown. I know you dig performing here. What's some of your favorite comedy clubs to perform at? Like, do you have some that stick out to you? Like, I love going to Cleveland, or I love going to Memphis.
It's more so cities to me.
Cities? Okay, yeah, give me some cities.
Cleveland, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I heard Cleveland show some love. Every time I ask that question, it's like Cleveland, Ohio.
Detroit.
All right, Detroit, and that's my neck of the woods.
Yeah, Detroit.
I'm from Ann Arbor,
Yeah, absolutely. I got family in Detroit.
Okay.
And I love going to Detroit, because Detroit is a good tester market, man.
Oh, yeah.
They ain't laughing at anything.
They ain't laughing at
They bourgeois, you know what I'm saying?
They'll get you off the My man Rodney Perry said in Detroit, he saw a woman. He said she got booed so hard, her feet came off the ground. I said, yeah. I said, that sounds like Detroit right there.
I've been around since Coco's Club.
Coco's House of Comedy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was that.
Joe and all, I've been all since that. So
all right.
Detroit, one of my places.
Yeah.
I like Memphis. That's one of my places.
Okay, yeah, you said you're on your way, so they can't wait. They can't wait to see you there. I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, New York. So
all right.
I mean, I got a few. I can name more.
Oh yeah, no, I got. Yeah, I like to ask.
Over the years, you had people in the city. You start building relationships. Don't be about the city.
Yeah.
And it be about the crowds too, but they city. I be having a good time in they city.
Exactly. And last but not least, I always like to ask the comedians who they fanning on right now, like who they digging, who make them laugh. And it could be like some up and coming ones. It could be like the Kings. It could be like whoever, who makes Dominique laugh.
I'm gonna throw you a young lady that make me laugh. That's a up and coming comic, and y'all probably already know. Girl out of Chicago named Just Niche.
Just Niche, I know her. She's hilarious.
That's funny right there.
Yep, she's really good.
It make you feel good when you see young comics and you be like, God, that man, she got it.
Yeah.
Cause it be a lot of young comics and stuff, and you be like, nigga, no. We ain't from there, nigga. You is the damn.
Yeah.
What you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Why you doing? What is the problem, Anna Mae?
Yeah.
With her,
she's funny.
And I done seen her work in big rooms with 4,000 people.
Oh, okay.
And she was in my hometown and ripped it.
Okay.
Even my family like, that girl that I said I know she is.
Yeah.
That girl funny right there.
That's the reason why I like to do this.
She make me laugh in person and on Instagram.
Yeah.
She got one post where she just come on there and say, what y'all ugly ass doing? Nothing, being ugly. You know what I'm saying? So no question.
That's exactly why I like to ask too, because like I said, the up and coming was like there, that she gonna hear my pod hopefully and hear that like the legend Dominique is throwing her some love. So that's what I'm talking about.
She keep doing her thing and keep working at it. She got it.
All right.
She one of the ones I can see y'all, the young ones. She gonna be here.
All right.
Till she decided to walk away. That girl funny.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now I just like to let you tell some of the things that you about to have going on. I heard on stage you said they about to be in that Boondocks. So I just want to tell you about, just tell people about some of the projects you got coming.
Okay, so Aaron McGruder in the Boondocks. He doing a reboot.
Okay.
So I'm one of the characters on the reboot of the Boondocks.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
One thing you gotta know is, brilliant Aaron McGruder. You already know.
So it's dropping.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, I can't wait. I love it. I still watch the old ones.
I be reading the script. I say, this boy right here, this damn Aaron. I say, this boy off the track.
Yeah.
So the Boondocks reboot that's coming out. I'm playing a character named Tabitha on there.
Mm-hmm.
It probably come to you maybe in the wintertime, maybe early next year. Okay. We're still working on it because the production got held up.
Mm-hmm.
Games People Play coming season 2. I should be on that.
BT.
I got a special on Amazon Prime that I did some years ago.
Okay.
I want y'all to check that out. It's called Stop Me When I'm Lying.
Oh, all right.
And it got my last name too. It's called Dominique Whitten.
Okay.
So I got my last name.
All right.
So y'all check it. It's on Prime. It's on Tubi. You be able to find it. Got a podcast too now. It's the Dominique Podcast.
Okay.
I stream it on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
All right.
So I do it. You can check that out on there. And that's what the young people say.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we're gonna look for all of those. I've already seen it. I've already seen some of the pods.
Instagram, Dominique, DOMINIQUE, Comedi, COMEDI. So y'all follow me on there and check that out. And
that's what I'm talking about. Yo, thanks so much for checking out the pod. A very special thanks to my girl, Miss Dominique. Make sure you check out her social media for future show and date info. Make sure you tune in next time for another episode of the Comedy Chatter Podcast with another super dope comedian and of course me, Melvin Williams. Y'all be good to yourselves and each other. Peace out.